Okay, if you want to change this ground in buildbox, you have two ways to access its settings. One is clicking in here in a scene in a game asset. In this part, you can add the ground, and it will be bring you in a ground setting. If you close advanced, we have simple setting, and advanced you can access all of the settings. If you close to the ground, you can see it's some grass and mud. Another part that you want to access the ground setting is just clicking on it. First, you can change the ground type. You can go no ground. We can go to the grass. You can go to the road. No texture. It has just a bump. You can see it looks like a little bit 3D because of these normal maps that fake 3D. Such as these maps are normal map. You can flip it anywhere. Or custom texture. You can change the color at any time that you want. Turn on infinite. It just shows you a simple ground, and this environment is a skybox. Infinite or not infinite because I want to change the texture. And you can change the length and width of this box in this direction and that direction if you want. Nice. Let's make them all to 10 to 10. Let's from here you can edit it. It means any texture that you inserted before, you can access here and choose one of them. Or if you want to import your texture from your computer drive, you can click upload from here. Click on it, and here it's from your computer drive. For example, you want to create a cartoony texture on your ground. This isn't just a fabric. This is a fabric. There are pattern for highlight and for height, and this is a normal of that gives 3D. First, delete the normal, and you can see we have just a smooth and soft ground. Again, give it this texture of texture. You can see this is a texture of the fabric. Waiting to be uploaded. It takes some second. And now from here you can see that you can change the position of the ground anywhere that you want, or rotate it. From here you can change the texture size in X or Y. Simple. Make them squat. Or you can change the texture offset if you want. It's very simple. These are X, change scale and offset for texture. These are for rotate and position the ground. From here you can move it anywhere that you want. Make them 0, make them 0. Nice. And from here you can assign a normal map of this fabric to better see the, let's make it infinite, to better see the bump of that. For example, load it again, and such as these textures are normal map. Double click and waiting to be uploaded, and then you can see a little bit bump that it looks like 3D. Nice. Now you can see we have a little bit 3D. You can flip it in the Y, but in this case it does not. Okay. And these are specular in density. You can give it intensity to that. And if I find a sun, you can go to the scene and sunlight. This is sunlight, and from here you can rotate it any angle that you want. This direction, we can change the rotation of that. Nice. The specular is a sunlight effect. Because we add a normal map, you cannot see that because it's divided the specular. But if you delete the normal map, now if you can see the reflection of the sun directly on the scene. You can control this specular and tell the software with a specular map, black and white code, tell the software, okay, in this black part don't play, don't show this specular, the reflection of the sun, or the white part, yes. You can use black and white code, for example, this gray, and it's divided the specular effect on a scene. You can see it's now better, you can see it. Or you can increase or decrease of number of this specular on your scene. You can see it's a reflection of the sun and specular hardness. You can make it softer or harder. It's just a simple reflection of the sun on the objects. But if you assign the normal map, you cannot see that because the normal map brings the sun, the sunlight and the light to mimic the bump, and it's 3D object. Now it's done. It's gone, and it's not affected. And you can see it looks like it's a little bit bump. And that's it. And a specular color channel, you can change it to the red, green, blue if you want, and change the color, overall color of, but make sure if it's dark you cannot see any texture. Okay, if you add a texture, make sure that is your color is completely at white. But if you change it, for example, to the black, to the red, you can see it's overwrite the your main texture. Be careful about that. Completely make it to the white to see your own texture only. And it does not have any settings there. Nice.